guys, it's Drew here, quick video blog. I know I've been video blogging a lot, but there's a lot going on in the world today, so I video blog. So this video I wanted to title is, Black people versus ignorant black people, all right? Because this is such a big difference. There really is, and we need to talk about this, okay? Now, on one of my videos, right, if you go to the video about Pastor John Gray, okay, I was pretty much saying in that video how disgusted I was that, the Black Americans, the Black American culture, I'm not going to say all Black Americans, it's that mainstream, bougie, Kool-Aid drinking, Obama worshiping, NBA player worshiping, drug dealer glorifying culture, okay? That culture, those people, I was disgusted at how quick they were to abandon Pastor John Gray for simply having a dialogue with Donald Trump. Similarly, I'm disgusted at how quick they are to abandon people like Dr. Ben Carson, Candace Owens, Alan West. I'm disgusted. Because it doesn't come from love, okay? If you truly say that you love your community, you wouldn't shun somebody for simply trying to have a dialogue. You wouldn't shun somebody for simply having a different point of view. You wouldn't do that. You're doing that out of cultural pressure. You're doing that out of brainwashing. You're doing that out of not thinking, okay? So I have to make a distinction in this video. Because on that last video, if you scroll down to the comments, you'll see me arguing with some very ignorant person who comes out of the blue and he's like, oh, I'm a very successful business owner by many people's standards. Which, by the way, when most people say that, I know they're full of shit, okay? When most people say that, they're full of shit, okay? Because honestly, I just think they're full of shit. I'm not full of shit, though. I'm not full of shit. I own a real company. I really do make 6 figures every month. I really do drive a Benz. I know this stuff seems very superficial, and that's not what I'm going at here. I'm just saying that a lot of people that come out with that line are full of shit. So that's red flag number 1. I just don't believe him whatsoever. So then he goes on to say, which just indicates to me that he's even more of a fraud. This guy goes on to say that Nigerians owe, I'm Nigerian. He says Nigerians owe the culture of Black America, the mainstream culture of Black Americans today, everything for giving them the opportunities that exist today in America. He says that we have to honor the mainstream Black culture that exists today. Dude, you think that your YG, F Donald Trump, low pants sagging, jailbird having, 5 or 12 or 10 baby mama having, bougie ass ghetto culture is responsible for the success that Nigerians have in America? Are you kidding me? You think you can compare yourselves to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King? You guys are not. Don't do that. You're not Malcolm X. You're not Martin Luther King. You're not Rosa Parks. You're not any of those people. You're not any of those people. You guys are an embarrassment. That's what you guys are. You guys are an embarrassment. And I'm not talking about, listen, I'm not saying all Black Americans. I'm saying people who perpetuate, people who perpetuate this gangbanger, this excuse making, this talking about slavery, which ended like 400 years ago, this talking about, this excuse making, this laziness, this bullshit culture, people who perpetuate that, and the kind of Black people I'm talking about, they're not responsible for the success of Nigerians in America. And they say, and then the guy says, oh, you're shithole country. Well, you see, the difference between me and you, my guy, is that I don't get offended when you call Nigeria a shithole country. You know why? Because Nigeria is a third world country. It is a shithole country. It is a third world country. So I don't get offended when you say that. See, I don't get offended by the truth. Okay? I don't get offended by the truth. I acknowledge the truth, and that's how I grow. The difference is, though, when I call your culture a shithole culture, you get offended. There's something wrong. You get mad. You get upset because you can't accept the truth. If you can't accept the truth and you can't accept responsibility, how can you move forward? You can't. Instead, When your response to saying that it's a shithole culture, your response is oh, you're a sellout. You're what does that even mean? Who wants to be included in that culture? Who wants to be included? You know? Who wants to be included? Why don't you guys just sit back, shut the fuck up, allow Dr. Ben Carson, Candace Owens, and the rest of the intelligent black people in this country to redefine and reshape the culture? Because honestly, those of you who are thriving off what was sold to you by these BET executives and by these people who, these figureheads that are owned by these executives at large levels at music companies and whatnot, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go down the chain of command of these music companies. See who owns the parent company. See who owns the parent company, dude. Don't adopt. You guys take credit for things that aren't even yours. They're not even yours. They're not even yours. At the end of the day, it's just, to me, it's just insane, okay? Nigerians, I'm not making it like, oh, we're better than you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Nigerians are better than black Americans. That's not my argument here. I'm saying that there's a difference between smart black Americans and there's a difference between idiotic black Americans. Just like there's a difference between rednecks and there's a difference between hillbillies and there's a difference between very smart, intelligent Caucasians. There's a very big difference. There's ignorant people on all sides of the spectrum, just like there's ignorant people in Nigeria. Okay? Now, this guy says Nigeria is a shithole country and whatnot. I agree. Nigeria is not a great country. Nigeria has a lot of problems. It has infrastructure issues. They're pretty much getting taken advantage of for their resources and whatnot. But this is an imperialist problem. This is a foreign problem. This is like a global thing. This is Western countries basically imperializing at the expense of other countries. And I acknowledge that that's an issue. But at least like when Nigerians come to America, where there's opportunity, we don't sit back and start complaining about all the opportunity that we have. It's just, to me, it's just insane. It's insane. And put yourself in our shoes. Put yourself in a person's shoes who's looking at this objectively. Who the hell, again, like I said before, who the hell wants to be part of a culture where you can't speak your mind, you got to submit to this ignorant culture, or they call you a sellout, and then when you do speak your mind, they're not even like loyal enough, or they're not even friendly enough to like allow you to speak your mind. You get cut off, you get thrown into the wolves. They call it shucking and jiving. There's no loyalty. There's no cohesiveness. Everything from the whole family unit, the whole togetherness is all broken up. And then you guys have the audacity to think that everyone wants to be like you. That's not true, dude. Just because hip hop is popularized, just because all these things are popularized, you have to understand you're not in control of that shit. You're the product. You're not the CEO. You're not the owner. You're the product. You're the product. You're the product. And how can you cheer for people like you cheer for Damon Dash when he talks about all these quote unquote culture vultures, right? You cheer for them when they say that, but then at the same time you want to act like you own this culture. You don't. You're the product. You're the product. You're the ones getting priced and getting sold and getting left in debt while these super rich executives make off with your money. So at the end of the day, please, if you're going to come on my channel and you're going to talk to me about, black American culture and the great things about it, don't say that this mainstream culture that exists today, this excuse making, this slavery talking about, this slavery obsession, this nonsense today, don't tell me that this is the beauty. Don't tell me that this is the holy grail. Don't tell me that this is what makes you better than Nigerians. Don't tell me that this is what that Nigerians owe you because of this. Don't tell me that black people owe you because of this. You ain't Martin Luther King. You ain't Malcolm X. You ain't Rosa Parks. There's a big difference between those people and you guys. There's a big difference between you guys, those people and you guys. Big difference, and you know it. You know it. I feel like there's something wrong. There's something wrong with people who perpetuate that culture. Something wrong, something in your brains that don't allow you guys to think logically. You're emotional beings. You're emotional beings that you don't think logically. You're so easily manipulated. The same people that can't see reality. It's just, And I didn't mean for this video to be a heaping ton of stereotypes. That's not what I meant for this to be. But at the same time, like, you know, I'm sick and tired of hearing that line. Oh, Nigerians, oh, black Americans. No, we don't. No, we don't. We come here and we outperform you motherfuckers all the time. All the time. All the time. There's something wrong with your cultural values. Address that. Stop lying to yourselves and saying everybody else is a problem. Okay? There's something wrong with your cultural values. You guys eat, you cannibalize yourselves. You destroy yourselves. You destroy yourselves. You know, you make a mockery out of yourselves. And then you look at everybody else, and when they don't want to be included, you say, oh, they're either, if they're black, they're sellouts. If they're whites, they're racist. And then when they do want to be included, oh, they're trying to be down. Oh, they're trying to be down now. You're lucky that some people, ignorant people, want to be included with your backwards culture, dude. Seriously. Seriously. And in this video, again, I'm making a distinction between intelligent black people and stupid black people. Okay? Because it's the stupid black people that get promoted way more than the intelligent black people. It's the stupid black people that get promoted way more than the intelligent black people. You put an intelligent black person and he speaks his mind, I get the media will promote them to be like an idiot. Take Dr. Ben Carson, for example. This guy's a genius. This guy's an absolute genius. His contributions are historic to society and to the world. And then you guys pull this guy down because he doesn't say the right things about slavery. Who cares, dude? Who cares? Who cares? And I know you guys are going to come to this video, you're going to thumbs me down, you're going to call me a sellout, you're going to call me this, you're going to call me that. But really, honestly, look inside yourselves. Look inside yourselves. Look inside yourselves. Look inside yourselves. Look inside yourselves and ask yourself, are you really truly pleased with the condition of the black community in the United States? Are you truly pleased with it? Don't just say yes to be devil's advocate or to be on the opposite side of me. Ask yourselves, are you truly pleased with it? If you're not pleased with it, then something's got to change, right? Something's got to change. Don't look at me as a Nigerian and say, oh, like, oh, you think you're better because yada, 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 and this and that, and like whatever. Dude, it's simple. Emulate what is successful. Copy what is successful. Do what is successful. This tradition is not yours. It's been sold and prepackaged to you for your own destruction. It's pretty simple, dude. It's pretty simple. Peace.